fantastic day. Thanks so much for joining today's live. It's nice to have you here. Uh, okay, fine. Hey, Moji, it is nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. Yes, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Guys, as you're entering the live, please go ahead and like the video. It doesn't matter if you're just joining the live or you're watching the replay. Please go ahead and like the video. Thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. It's nice to have you here. Thank you so much. Okay. I've been in this market for a while now, Took this demand trade, and this demand was like the market just broke through this particular demand. I didn't respect this upper one, but came for this one and it was being respected. So this one also is being respected. Down here, we're going to have a Elechi Emeka. Thank you so much for joining. This is my first. Wow, it's nice to have you here. Your first time. Oh, thank you so much for joining. It's nice to have you here. Thank you very much. You sound like you've heard of the live you've heard of the live channel, but you've not really had a chance to like. Thank you so much. It's nice to have you here. Hope you're feeling great today. Yes, I would have come in since, but the network was kind of misbehaving. You understand? So, but I'm glad we're here now. It's so nice. It's nice to have you here. Let's see if we can lose this balance. Then we can actually go ahead and take a very good trade. Like we can just go ahead and start the real session. So let's see. Okay, fine. Okay, we didn't lose all the balance. Thank you so much, Elechi. It's nice to have you here. Yes, I've been following. Oh wow, really? Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. And thank you everyone for joining to this live. Please go ahead and like the video immediately. Immediately you are in. Just like the video. Yes. Oh wow. Thank you very much. It's nice to have Martins. Thank you so much for joining. It's nice to have you here. Yes. I'm really happy you found the network back. Now, you see, now that you found the network, I think you should just go ahead and subscribe so that you don't miss it again. You understand? Once you subscribe now, you'll be seeing more of our feeds. You understand? I post like shorts almost every day, so you probably would be seeing a lot of our shorts. You understand? And I have a lot of videos I've already prepared for both the new guys and the seasoned traders in the markets. Oh wow, that's amazing. Thank you very much. Hey, open-minded chef, it's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. You guys seems very, very bubbly today. Is there something special going on that I don't know about? Yes, and if you dey happen, more than inform me, abeg o. You understand? This one we say everywhere they bubble. It's nice to have you guys here. Thank you so much for joining. Yes. Actually, I've been looking at the market since yesterday, and you see the market is kind of unsettled, and I don't know why, because most of the time the um the supply and demand areas are not being respected for the most part, and that always happens when you have very like less people in the market. Like when there aren't a lot of people in the market, it does happen like that. I've observed that. So today we're just going to. Yes, I thought as much too, but no worries. We're still going to have some very nice trades. You understand? The most important thing is for us to be able to like practice our strategies and be able to like just be grounded. Oh wow, that's good. From 15 to 1,000. Some people are killing it here. It makes sense. I like that. Philip, it's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. It's nice to have you here. Thank you very much. Um, so over here right now, let's quickly start with our this thing, the setup for today. Actually, you understand? Let's quickly do that. So the setup we're going to be working with is this. The chart type is going to be candlesticks. We're going to be going with candlesticks pattern, and we will enable this timer for the candles, and we'll disable this auto scroll thing. You understand? What advice do you have for trading really late around 1 to 2 a.m.? The only advice I've always ever given anybody is, if you find your trade, if you find your setup, take the trade. Don't worry about the time of the day. That one does not matter really. If you don't see your setup, then don't take the trade. But you see your setup, it doesn't matter what time of the day. If you see it very early in the morning, take it. Late in the night, take it. In the midnight, take it. It doesn't matter. But if you don't see your setup, don't take any trade. It's as simple as that. You understand? You don't see your setup, don't bother taking the trade. But if you see your setup, why not? Go for it. You understand? Just go for it. It's as simple as that. Okay. Let's see this. Let's see this over here. I want to take a common point objection trade, but let me quickly finish this. We'll find more trades like this. Now, I was saying that the chart type is candlesticks. We enable the timer. We're going with M1. Then over here right now, we're going with the flag mode. This is the regular mode and this is the flag mode. So we're going with flag mode. We're going on M1. Then over here, we'll make sure that the second hand is on 0. It's very important we do that. Now we have a supply area up here. Let's see if we can get a trade. But you know what? We are not going to trust the supply area, because supply and demands are not being respected at the moment, and we need to, you understand, we need to be able to, we need to be smarter than the average Joe in the markets. You understand? Oh, the network is really acting up. Okay, cool. Yes, guys, please go ahead and like the video. Thank you so much. I don't know why the network is acting up like this, but guys, go ahead and like the video. Or you know what? Okay, fine, that's good. Do we have a setup? Okay, let's check. The network is just oops. Okay, we have a setup in here. Right above that round number is a good place to enter. Now the supply area is retracing, but sometimes it's just good to find a better entry, and this is the better entry we found here. We're going to take the trade when price comes into that entry. Go back to M1. Then we'll extend this. Okay, cool. So you can see the sellers rejected the price from the supply area, but we have a better entry inside here, so we'll take that trade. If price gives us the entry, we'll take the trade to the downside. Okay. I'm looking at this market. We have this market sequence of two green candles red, two green candles red, two green candles red. So, okay. This might be a very good one because of this round number. KVVB, it's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. Thank you so much. Okay. We have a demand area here. I'll mark this demand area. it could be a very good decision point trade. But this is why I'm going to take this trade. We have 1 second here, and we have a gap up. But let's wait for this, the right entry. We'll take the trade. I'm expecting a pullback. I'll take one more above this round number and wait for the results. Let me quickly mark this because there's something I want to mark down here. We have a demand here. Oh, come on. Okay. We have another supply area up here. I don't know why these buyers they are just very, very aggressive in the market. But I'm going to go with the sellers again. Come on now. We have another supply here. I'm expecting the sellers here to react at least. Now, just like I said before that I've been observing the market that a lot of supply and demands are not being respected. But the thing that is that should not stop you from taking the trades you should take actually, because look at this particular candle is an exhaustion candle. I'm expecting this one to be a red here. But if it doesn't become a red, it doesn't mean it's a bad trade. It's actually a good trade too. And these are actually how we should have taken the trade. You understand? You are inside a supply area. I'm still expecting the sellers to come in here. I really don't know why the buyers just keep pushing. This is a very beautiful, like strong area in the market. Hey, Akim Bolade, thank you so much for joining. Martins, hope you're feeling great today. It's nice to have you here. Now, this inverted hammerhead candle is a reversal sign also. I think this what they call it, momentum is just too strong for these sellers to hold, or maybe they've made up their mind that they are just going. So I believe it's probably because of this momentum that we are losing this trade right now here. OE Makinde, it's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you're feeling great today. Let me check the lower time frame. I want to know what's happening here. I believe okay, fine. I found it. I was wondering, so there's a decision point down here, and they keep creating more decision points as they go up. So there was no way the sellers would have a chance to like retrace the market because they keep creating these decision points. If you look at this, these are very strong points in the market. Anytime you have a doji like this, dojis are very strong candles. So they just keep pushing with this decision points they are creating in the markets. But no problem. We're going to look for another opportunity in the market. I will take the trade. So no problem. Let's go back to M1. I'll keep an eye on this market. We'll find a very good opportunity. Let me mark this as a favorite. I'll remove the other one. Okay, these are the ones we marked from yesterday. Okay, fine. I want to see what will happen if price is coming down, but I'll just keep an eye on the market. Let's search for another opportunity. Okay, there's no opportunity here. We'll check another one. Okay. Guys, please go ahead and like the video. Thank you very much. We have a QM here. I will check this QM out quickly. But before I do that, let me quickly mark this. I want to mark this buyer's entry. So I might be able to like combine that QM with the buyer's entry. And we have a demand area down here also. Now you see this demand is also an order block. This is it. So over here right now, I'll just mark it as an order block. You understand? Now let's check out this QM quickly before price comes there. Hey, Key Step, it's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Luno, it's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. The network has been acting up. Okay, we don't have a confirmation in M5, M3. So let's check M5. Now we have a confirmation in M5. We can see the engulf, but you see that the QM is not inside of the body of the engulf. So this is going to be a very high risk trade for us right now. I'll still go ahead and give it a shot because of this other block we have down here. So let's go to F30. Let's find the entry. I will still give it a shot. Now we're not going to take this entry above this QM shoulder. We're going to take that entry. So we need an entry below the QM shoulder. This one is a very good one. This one inside the order block is also a very good one. So we're going to mark the two. There's one thing I always talk about, that regardless of your drawdowns, you really need to learn to stick to your strategies, regardless of what the market is doing at that moment. You understand? Yes, the most important thing you can do before entering the market really is to check for the market condition. You understand? Now, what I mean by market condition is that check if supply and demands are being respected. If they are not being respected, you might as well just leave the market. You understand? And not take a trade. Yes. Now, normally, if I wasn't coming live, if I was going to trade my real account and I see that supply and demands are not being respected, I would not trade. I'll just come back maybe in the next 4 hours or in the next 8 hours, or I'll just leave for that day and not come back. Because you see, once supply and demand don't get respected in the market, there's an imbalance, or let me say, that market is not settled. You understand? It's one-sided, and it might just favor only the buyers and not favor the sellers. It might favor the sellers and not favor the buyers. You understand? And and when you probably have a supply and demand trade, because most of the things that move the market is supply and demand. Basically, look at this supply now. You have this it's not a Marabout candle, this exhaustion candle closing inside the supply. It makes sense that there's a red candle that comes after it, especially when you have a gap up. You can see, you can take a trade above this round number and expect sellers to enter the market. You understand? But immediately you don't see all that happening, you just keep that market. Don't bother yourself. You understand? So it's as simple as that. Okay, we have another QM down here. Let's mark this QM quickly. Guys, please don't mind my surroundings. There may be a little bit of noise, from the neighborhood. You understand? So just bear with me.
Okay, we have another QM down here. Let's mark this QM quickly. Guys, please don't mind my surroundings. There may be a little bit of noise, from the neighborhood. You understand? So just bear with me.
Now we have a gap down in favor of the buyers here. I'm still not going to take that trade unless I have a confirmation. So let me see if we have a kind of demand that the market can, ride on. Okay, we have a demand down here. So we will need to take, if we're going to take a trade, it has to be down here. If price doesn't come down here, then we're not taking the trade. It's as simple as that. You understand? It's a lower time frame entry. So let's check M1. So we have a gap down in favor of the buyers, but I don't trust it like that. You understand? We need extra confirmation to be able to take this trade, and that confirmation has to be down here. You see, now we're not going to take the trade again. We have a gap up in favor of the sellers. Guys, please go ahead and like the video. Thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate. Hope you guys are feeling great today. Yes, please go ahead and like the video. Thank you very much. And if you're here to subscribe, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that too. I can take this trade. You know what? Let me take a small. I missed the entry actually. I wanted to take it inside this entry. But no problem. If it comes into the entry, I'll take the trade. But if it doesn't, fine. So let me check this QM quickly while that trade is running. Okay, there's no QM here. Okay, we found a confirmation in M5. That's good. I wasn't thinking there would be a confirmation, especially with the way the M3 looked, but no problem. Oh, this network is okay. So now I'm looking for an entry down here. Now we found an entry, but it's not like a fresh entry. That entry is not fresh. So what I'm going to do now is go to more lower time frames to see if we can find a fresh one under the under the QM shoulder. Now what I found is this. I'm going to mark the whole candle, and somebody will be wondering, like, why mark the whole candle? I'll tell you. You see, spinning candles like this, you mark the whole candle because they can act like dojis too. If it was a doji, we'll mark the whole candle too. You understand? So we'll keep it like this. Then we'll mark all the entries. Okay, this one gave us a doji. That's good. Had it been where the gap down, I would have gone with the buyers here. But I really don't know if I should go with the buyers. You know what? I'll wait for this doji break. Then I'll go with the buyers after this doji break. But I'm looking at this. Yes, I really want it to cross this overlapping level so that we can have enough reason to go with the buyers. Now, I don't know if this doji is a kind of doji that we can actually take a trade off, but I will need, okay, yes, if we're crossing this overlapping level, that would be nice. If we have a gap down, that would be another very good confirmation that we should go with the buyers. So let's see. Please give us a gap down. That would be beautiful. Gap down, please. No. We have a slight gap up, you can see. Now, we may still have a green candle, but taking this trade is high risk now because of this gap up. So what I'm going to do is, if price comes down here into this week on week, I'll take the trade with the buyers. If it touches this QM shoulder, I'll go with the buyers. But if that doesn't happen, then we'll just have to like leave it the way it is. You know what? Let me check S10 for something. Okay. I've seen what I'm looking for. I was expecting a pullback here. The pullback happened, but it didn't happen for long. So that was going to be a losing trade. Gap up, please. No. Is that a gap up? No, no gap up. Now we may, because of this doji, we may end up having this red green pattern along this side. You understand? That was what I was waiting for the other time. Well, let me mark this quickly. So thank you so much for joining, guys. I hope you're feeling great today. If this is your first time, please consider subscribing to the channel. That would be amazing. Thank you so much for doing that. Let me keep an eye on that market. I want to see what happened to that market. Okay. Okay, this is simply a liquidity sweep. And liquidity sweep happens when you least expect sometimes, especially when after a very like a kind of ranging market, they just sweep to the upside. You understand? It happens a lot. I've seen it happen many times, so I already know when I see one. This is an evening star pattern, but I don't have any other reason to combine with it. So we will not take that trade. The network is very, very slow today. Okay. Okay. Can we have a gap up? If we can have a gap up, I'll go with the sellers. Yes. Come on now. That trade was late. Come on. I entered exactly when it opened. You understand? And that trade was just late to respond. The market wouldn't have the market would have opened, it should have opened right on this round number here. That's where I expected the market to open. Oh, come on. I wanted to catch that entry. But let's I was hoping to take a doji break and doji trade here. Let me mark the doji quickly so that you can see it. We have a doji here, and the doji worked when the price came down, but you can see now it decided not to work again. And we have a round number here, price like almost open on this round number. So I was expecting the round number to actually happen, but no. The round number was ignored and the buyers just pushed to the upside. So it's just like what I said earlier, that the market is not settled. So usually when you see that setups are not working like this, you just avoid the markets for that period. Though it has been happening like this since yesterday. Though around that morning time, it was a little bit okay, but now I think it's back to that same mode it's on. But it happens like that. Hey guys, we have Gem World in the house. We have Gem World as well. Gem World, thank you so much for joining. I hope you're feeling great today. It's nice to have you here. Thank you very much for joining. Now, if you don't know now, you know. Gem World is one of the OGs of this channel. Yes, so thank you so much for joining. Michael, I hope you're feeling great today. It's nice to have you here. Thank you very much. Yeah, so like I was saying, Gem World is one of our biggest OG on the channel. So anytime she comes around like that, we just have to recognize. So thank you so much for joining Gem World. Now, if you want to be an OG like Gem World, you can go ahead and support the channel, because you understand that's how you qualify to be an OG. You understand? She has been supporting the channel all this while. She doesn't back down, back to back, through thick and thin. She's always there. So thank you so much, Gemword, for your support and everything. It's nice to have you here. You understand? We just want to specially thank you for all the support. So if you want to be an OG like Gemword, please go ahead and support the channel. You can make use of the super chats, the super thanks, and the super stickers. That'll be amazing. Yes. I'm looking for a very good, though I know that if we're able to catch a very good QM trade, that will be nice. That will be amazing. Or a decision point trade will also be nice. Well, you can see now I can't find any decision point trade currently. Okay, we have a price channel here. Let's see. Let's check these markets. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, Gemwall. It's nice to have you here. Let me mark the buyers and sellers entry here. Let's mark it. Okay. So up here right now, we have the resistance area, and down here we have the support area in the markets. I'm looking for a good opportunity, but this one looks like a double bottom. So the sentiment of the market has to be upwards as it is right now. So going with buyers will be, like, if you see opportunity to go with buyers, that would be amazing. I'll keep this as a favorite. Yes, guys, please go ahead and like the video. Thank you so much for doing that. Anytime you like the video like that, or all of us like the video like that, YouTube always recommend our videos to the rest of our friends anytime we do that. So that's the reason why I'm requesting that you like the video. You can just double tap your screen. You understand? Just double tap your screen. It's as simple as that, basically. Okay, I'm expecting the sellers to come in here, but I will probably avoid this market for now. Let me clear all this. Oh, you know what? No, there's no need to clear it. We'll just wait. This trend line is still valid. Price is still bouncing off of this trend line. Price is going to probably break to the downside, because this is looking like a basic market structure pattern. You know what? Above this round number will be a good place. Let's see if it will just break through that supply area and not respect it again. Though my entry was meant to be above this round number here. So let's see if it will just break to the upside like that and not respect this supply area. Though I'm expecting it to be respected. But let's see. Let me check. Okay. No problem. It's just like the other ones. They just keep running through supply and demands, and they are not retracing. So anytime you see things like this, guys, avoid the market. Don't trade, or just stay on the demo. Practice with it. You understand? It's one of those things I do too. Anytime I see that supply and demands are not being respected like this, just avoid the market. Hey, Subteria, it's nice to have you here. My brother from South Africa, thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. Thank you very much. It's nice to have you here. Let me check S15. I'm trying to see. Okay, fine. This is what I was looking for. I was trying to see if there was a decision point they made inside here. Okay. So we already have a break of structure here. This might be a case of break and retests. You understand? Hey, Claysley, it's nice to have you. Where is he? I didn't see him. Hey, Claysley, it's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. Okay. So it's going to be a case of break and retest here. Let me see this. Hey, Gava. I couldn't pronounce his name. Gav, it's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. Guys, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate it. So let's restart the session again. The first round was not a good one, but we'll restart it. Okay. Now it may take a while for us to find a very good trade, but we will find one. Let me clear this market quickly. We don't have an opportunity here yet. So now somebody may be thinking this is a total breakout. It's not. This is not a total breakout. You understand? This is simply a price channel. You understand? But it's not a total breakout. So don't trade it as a total breakout. Somebody might say, but this one looks like a high. No, it's not. It's not a point of rejection here. I wish I'd seen it since. Yes, Gava. I can't pronounce his name. Is it Gaon? I know there are some languages that like a bunch of the consonants are silent, so you don't have to pronounce them. But this one is very difficult for me to pronounce. I have a feeling it's not English. But it's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. Please, what country is that, Gav? Like, what country is that name from? Oh, it's pronounced as Gawat. Oh, I couldn't see this. Gavlan. Did you say Gavlan? Though I really like pronouncing people's names correctly. Like it's because it's such a very good thing when you can just Gavan. 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 Okay. Wow. Okay. It's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Don't worry, I'm gonna be learning a lot of names, now that we are always here in the live session, you know, learning a lot of names has to be one of those new skills I need to like one of those new skills I need to like acquire so that I don't keep butchering people's names. Okay. The first pronunciation was on point. Oh wow. Wow, that's good. I didn't know that. That's very good. Oh, now finally we found a very good opportunity. Can you imagine? Since that time, this is the first opportunity that I know that is very good. I really hope price comes back into this entry because we've not taken any good trade since. Yes, that's very nice. I like that. Okay, look at this area now. Let me explain the strategy because this is it. Look at this area. We have an area of resistance in the market. The price has been resisting this price, but eventually we have a breakout of this area, this resistance level, or this resistance zone. You understand? Now down here we have a demand area. You see, this demand area is very, very crucial to these breakouts. Yes, yeah, it's very possible to go up the next three candles because of the strong bullish momentum. You understand? But I believe that there's also a decision point here, somewhere up here. Let me mark the area. Somewhere up here, there might be a decision point here too. Let's just check and see. Okay, you can see right where the market is. This area. There's a decision point here, and price may actually retrace from that area. So let's see. Though above this roundabout would have been a very nice place. Let me see if this roundabout is still there. Okay, above that roundabout would have been a very good place, but my entry was not on point. You see, we almost got it. If I had entered above that roundabout, that would have been a winning trade for us. But no problem. This is a momentum now. We shouldn't trade against it anymore. So we will leave it. But we have an entry down here. So let's check for our entry down here. Oh, it's a big entry. That's good. There's one entry in S30. So we'll go down to find it. Yes, that other block just now is the one you should mark out. Okay, the one up here. Let me go back to M1. We have another block. Okay, this one. Yes, it's the same one I was talking about, but no problem. We have another opportunity down here. We missed this one already, so we already missed this one. Hey, CDQ, it's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. So let's mark this one. No, it's also another block, anyways. So we can mark it as another block. Then inside the area, actually, the S30 is also an entry, so it's good. We have a S15. We have an entry inside it for S15. So let's mark that S15 entry. Let's mark it. If price comes here, we will not hesitate. We will take a very beautiful trade. I don't know what to mean by three star triangle. I'm not very good with emojis like that. So, though I like emojis a lot, but I'm not very good at reading them, those symbols. Okay, duration of three candles. Oh, okay. That's what you mean. Okay, to the upside. Okay. Yes, Mujib, thank you very much. You're welcome. BMBG family, bread and butter gang. Oh my god. Okay. We're going to keep an eye on this market. You know what? Let me keep it as a favorite. I'll check the rest of the favorite and remove what If there's any this thing, if there's any if there's anyone that doesn't have any opportunity, there's a common point of rejection opportunity here, but it doesn't seem like a good one to take actually. Unless above this round number is a good place to enter, but not, that's just about it. Above this round number, fine. One can take a trade here. Let me see if we have a lower time frame entry somewhere here. Oh, okay, that's good. I like that. So, you're saying that you use a 5 seconds strategy. That's very beautiful. I usually trade higher time frames, like 1 minute, 5 minutes. Though I do multi-time frame analysis. Okay, good. I'm going to take one more trade here. Though I know that it doesn't seem like I'm seeing the market right now. I'm expecting a pullback from here. Yes, I'm expecting a pullback from here. Because number one, because we have this doji here, and also because we have this common point of rejection. So I'm expecting a beautiful retracement to the downside. You understand? A J rank Adebayo JJ. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. It's nice to have you here. Thank you very much. Oh, that was a beautiful common point of rejection. I was still marking it when price came into the entry, so I had to take it. Now let me explain the trade for anyone who did not understand what I just did, because sometimes it's good to like explain your trades. Now we have this price channel here. Look at this. Look at this. We have this price channel here. Price goes up, comes down, up, down, then up. Then price came down. You understand? Okay. For 2 candles, we go down for 2 candles. We have a doji break here. We may actually have a green candle after this candle, especially if you have a gap down, and you can see the buyers are already responding. Okay, we have a gap up. We may actually have a red candle now, but you know what? I need extra confirmation to go with the sellers. Expect that the sellers will come in. Let me check quickly. Let me check. Okay, you can see the S5 confirmation is telling us that we may actually have buyers coming markets. The S5 confirmation is bullish. You understand? So okay, you can see now. This is exactly what I was saying. So if I had gone with the sellers for 2 candles, you understand? Though over here right now was a very good. I saw an entry here. Let me mark the entry in S5 actually. So this is why I said I do multi-time frame analysis. You understand? This place would have been a good entry above this round number. You get the gist. So if price had come here, I would have entered for one, then probably given us a retracement. You understand? Now that we have another gap up, it's in favor of the sellers. Price may actually come down into, because we have a price channel. You can see price going up, down, then up. So the sentiment of the market now is with the sellers actually. You understand? Granted. So it's very possible that that 2 minute trade can actually work, right after that candle. You get the gist. But this is an entry for us. We can take this entry if price comes up here. We can go with the sellers. We have a lot of sellers here. Okay, you know what? I'll take a word for it. Let's go 3 minutes. So we're going with the sellers 3 minutes now. I'm going with your trade. So Let's see how it goes. Though I believe that the sentiment of the market is downwards right now. And we made a lower low initially, so I'm expecting the sellers to come in maybe in the next 3 minutes. Yes, Mojid is also a student here, so and it's one of the best students that we have right now. You understand? So it's really doing amazing. Okay, I'm going to take a trade inside this entry I was talking about. Oh, I was expecting to enter the entry. Okay, we'll take it here. This is the entry. So I'm expecting a pullback here. Let's see if sorry, that message was plenty long. I couldn't read it. I'm sorry if I could not read your message. Okay, it's as if the sellers are not going to come in. I'm still going to go with the sellers again because that area is a very big entry in lower time frame. Okay, well done. I'm good. Amen, amen. Thank you very much. Sorry, I'm trying to speed read your message, but just couldn't. You understand? Okay, fine. Um finally the sellers have finally caught up with the market now. Amen, amen. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your. Yeah, it's gonna pull back. I really appreciate your prayers. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. So finally, the market sentiment has taken over now. Now for this trade, that 3 minutes trade, we still have 1 minute and 6 seconds left. Over here right now, we just have 5 seconds left here. So we'll be winning this trade and we'll be winning Gavan's trade also. So thank you, Gavan, for that beautiful recommendation. That was very beautiful. You understand? So we have some gurus in the house. Thank God for the gurus. It's nice to have you guys here. Thank you so much for doing that. If you are in the live currently, please go ahead and like the video. Thank you so much for doing that. I really have. So just go ahead and like the video right now. Okay. Now I have a feeling we're most likely going to have a liquidity sweep to the downside now, because that was exactly what happened the other time when we lost so many trades on the way up. So the same thing is happening right now on the way down. You understand? Especially if we have a gap up, we can go with the sellers one more time. Okay, we have a gap down now. We're not going with buyers, we're not going with sellers. We'll just leave the market like that. Yeah, thank you so much for that trade. That was beautiful. That was very beautiful. You understand? Okay, cool. Let's check the rest of the market that we marked. Okay, we're waiting for a observe the three candle dump after the impulsive move. Yes, I observed it actually. Okay, the buyers are coming in now. We have a gap down. You understand? But I actually will not trust these buyers because you see this push to the downside, it was very strong and it may actually continue. Though I know we have a demand area down here. Probably that's the reason why the buyers are responding in the market. But lately now, the supply and demands are being, you understand, the supply and demand are being broken. You understand? A lot of supplies and demand is are being broken right now. So you can't just trust. Okay, are you on 30 seconds? Okay, we have a demand area down here. I have a feeling this demand area is going to be broken to the downside. You understand? Let me quickly look into that market we marked. We have an entry down here. Oh, there's a name Lamafia, thank you so much for joining. Hope you're feeling great today. It's nice to have you here. Thank you very much. So let's check that. Let's check that previous market. Okay. So I'm waiting for this particular what they call it. I'm waiting for this decision point trade to happen. We have an entry here, and we have another block here also, but it's not happening yet. So we'll just wait for that. Let's check this. There's a QM here. We marked this QM the other time, if you remember. Price is coming back into that QM. You know what? Let me check. Let me check the lower time frame. Sorry, I'm not reading. I'm currently not reading the comment section now. Hold on. Okay, fine. I found what I'm looking for. This is it. It's down here. I think it's S15. But price is coming down strong into this entry. I'll take this trade here. We'll go back to M1. Okay. Market hasn't gotten there. Is this area? So this is the initial entry. I wasn't meant to take a trade here. This is where I want to take the trade down here. So I'll wait for it inside this entry. Though that rejection may actually happen, but we have a slight gap up in favor of the sellers here. You understand? Yes, it's a support area. You're correct. So I'm waiting for this. So I'm hoping it doesn't like jump down. Okay, fine. That's good. We still have one more entry under this round number. Under this round number will be a very good place to take the trade, but it didn't get there. Come on. And now we have a slight gap down in favor of the buyers. We have a slight gap down in favor of the buyers there. I was expecting that push to the upside. Yes, if it had come down a little bit more, we would have taken the trade, but no problem. Under this round number is a good place to take the trade, but I don't think it's going to come down there again. No problem. It's actually a major support, though. It's actually it's a major support in the market. Look at it. It's a QM. You understand? It has another block. Okay, cool. So we miss this trade now, no problem. There's one trade I'm really very excited for. Hey, Adeniro, it's nice to have you here. AUD USD going to open tomorrow. I don't know. AUD USD. Do you mean the OTC one or the regular market? If it's the regular market, I don't know. But if it's the OTC market, okay, hold on. Let me check that quickly. Hey, Breton, thank you so much for joining. My technical. Sorry, I couldn't read everything you just typed. It just flashed me in 2 seconds, and it's left already. Yes, Adi Go Bass, thank you so much for joining. Yes, Jomi Loju, thank you so much for joining. That's where I can come in. In fact, I'm trying to read all the messages that like in that 2 seconds, but I'm really excited for this trade. Actually, this particular trade, it's a decision points trade, and I'm really excited for it. I'm really excited for it. So let's wait and see. Okay, price is coming from the QM here. Okay, that's where I came in. In fact, that's oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Are you talking about the 3 bar down pattern? This one. Yes, it's a 3 bar down pattern. Though usually it's meant to give us a retracement, but because of this slight gap up, now it's not giving us a retracement, but it's still retraced enough, for a winning trade. So that's very good. There's no opportunity here. Though this was the previous price channel. Oh, this trend line seems to still be active. It was acting as a support area before, but now it's acting as a resistance. And you see this zone is a very beautiful zone in the market. This is a very beautiful supply zone. It's a very beautiful one. I'm trying to see if we have an entry. Okay, we have an entry up here. We have an entry up here. Here. Okay. Some people might take a trade above this area, like a rejection trade. But I don't see any reason why you should do that. Yes, this is a supply area, but the entry is actually here. Now, above this roundabout would be a good place to take a trade if you want to take that kind of trade. You understand? Well, no problem. Let's just, or better still, if you want to maybe mark a common point of rejection, one can do it like this. You can do this. You understand? So above this round number now will be a very good spot to enter. You understand? But we'll keep keeping an eye on this market. This is a very good one though, because the demand area rejected multiple times before they actually broke it. Now it's going to be a very strong push to the downside. Let's look for another opportunity in the market. This might be a very good thought breakout, but it's going to be a kind of different thought breakout. This is going to be a thought breakout on a trend line and not on a level. So you can see this now. The only thing we need is to find an entry inside this week on week. We have a week on week down here. You understand? So we'll look into that week on week now to see if we find an entry there. Then we can take our trade based on it. Okay, I found it. This is a week on week area, and this is going to be the entry inside it. Now, if you don't know what week on week is, go ahead and join the Barter-Pro mentorship. You understand? You really need it. Oh, it's already retracing. Come on. It's already retracing. I was expecting to come down into this week on week. Then we can take the trade with the buyers. But the buyers came in too early. The buyers already came in too early. This is what I'm talking about. Price comes down, close inside this entry, then we can go with the buyers after. because we have first touch high, second touch high, high, breaking this level down here. I'm expecting the buyers to come in after breaking this level, and we have a lot of reasons to go with the buyers. Actually, we have round number here, we have a lower time frame entry. You understand? Oh, come on now, come on, break it. Okay, you know what, let it give us a gap down. I'll still take the trade with a gap down. Yes, thank you. This is the second very good trade I found today. This is the second very good trade I found today. The first one was that one we saw. Now this one. I'm expecting a green candle here, so you can see how difficult it is to find good trades sometimes. Like if you really want to sit down and take your time and find good trades, it takes a while to find good ones. You understand? But sometimes I take certain trades because we're on live, and if you take too much time to probably take some trades, the session just becomes boring. You get this. So that's how it is sometimes, you know. Okay, let me go in with a lower percentage. But this is a very beautiful trade. Now, for somebody who's wondering like what just happened, let me explain this quickly. You see, we have this trend line down here. Or you know what? Let me just do this quickly. Now, this probably one of those few times I've talked about thought breakout on a trend line. It also happens on a trend line. It doesn't only happen on a level. You understand? Now, if you consider this trend line, I mean this particular trend line here, this one that goes down like this one, this trend line that goes down like this. If you consider it, we have this is it. We have first touch, then we have second touch on that same trend line. Now, you see, after that first touch, we have high. Then after the second touch, we have a higher high. You can see. Now, price comes down into that same, you see that same trend line I was talking about, this one. You understand? Price comes and give us a third touch. This is a third touch. You understand? But now, this time around, now, it gave us a confirmation. This gap. Oops. You see this gap? It's called the gap. And they call it gap down. You understand? It's a confirmation that we can go with the buyers. You can see. We can take our trade here. So it's as simple as that, basically. So we have first touch high, second touch high, high. Price comes down into that trend line, gives us a gap down. We go with the buyers. It's a beautiful trade, guys. You understand? It usually happens on a level, but there are some rare occasions that you see it happen on a trend line. And when it happens on a trend line like that, it's epic. You understand? You can easily take your trades. Guys, is the comment section working? I have a feeling it's not working. I have a feeling some of you might have been sending me messages in the comment, but I probably am not reading it because I can't see it. You understand? And when I don't see it like that, I cannot read. You know what, guys? This is what we're gonna do. Everybody, let's just send a message at the same time. Like, let's do it right now. All of us. It could be a dot, it could be a high, it doesn't matter. Just anytime we like overload that server, sometimes it resets it and makes the message come back up. So let's try it again. Let's just see it. I would have said we should restart the session, but I don't think I can do that right now. because of I'm actually almost my time is almost fast spent right now, so I'll soon be closing the session. But if you can jumpstart that comment section, that would be nice. So let's see. Let's check the previous favorites. Let's see if we can. Well, this is a very beautiful trade. Okay, you can see that trade worked. That trade we're waiting for now worked here. You can see price comes into the entry. We take the trade. It gives us a retracement. That was the QM trade I was talking about. Makes sense. Now we may have another third breakout here. Let me clear all this. Then I'm gonna now this one is gonna be on the level. Look at this. We have first touch low, second touch lower low. If price comes back into this level, we go with the sellers. You understand? That is now this third breakout on a level. You can see it. It's the same principle as our previous one we just took. But you see, what makes this one a little bit more interesting, let me show you, is the fact that we have a supply area up here. And that supply area is where we have sellers. Now, it may not be a strong supply area, but it was strong enough to break this level. You understand? So we're going to take trade. We're going to take a trade based on it. You understand? So I'm checking if there's any. Okay, we have an entry up here. Wow. It will be a very good one if we have an exhaust candle that comes straight into this entry. Now you see this round number 0.60700 is also a very good place to enter the trade. Oh, guys, I'm really very sorry for the comment section not working. Sometimes because it's probably due to network. Sometimes network happens like that. But if you're here to subscribe, please go ahead and subscribe. I really appreciate. And also, if you're a beginner here and you would like to learn how to get started with binary options trading, the best thing you can do right now is to subscribe to this channel. Now, the second best thing you can do is to register with the link in the description below if you don't have an account yet. Now, once you register and you verify your account, come back to this channel and come to the playlist section. You see there's a playlist section I have here, and it's called Binary Option for Beginners. All you need to do is to watch all the 16 videos inside the Binary Option for Beginners playlist, and you gain all the foundational knowledge you need. I put it there separate, specifically for the beginners. Now, for all the seasoned traders in the market, if you want to sharpen your concepts and sharpen your strategies, you want to learn all the strategies I'm using right now, all you need to do is to go into the session called, the playlist called live trade sessions. Yes, it's called trade sessions. So go there and you see all the strategies that I'm talking about, the thought breakouts, the doji break, and the rest. You see everything there. Let me check this quickly. I'm really excited for this. I want to take this trade. Now, price may break through this area and come down into that entry. I will still have one more entry to take the trade. Yeah, we may have a green candle after this. But you know what? Let me check something. Okay, if price comes under this area, I'll go with the buyers. But I need it to come down here. I need the price to come down here, then I'll take the trade. I want to go with the buyers, but I need it to come down here. before I can take that trade. Let me check S5. Okay, the S5 is bullish. I'm just waiting for it to come down here. The S5's confirmation is bullish, but I can't take the trade. Okay, fine. The opportunity is gone now. I can't take the trade again. Though it kind of touched that entry a little bit, you can see. But no problem. The reason why I wanted to go with the buyers was because we found a confirmation of market sequence. We have 3 red candles, then green, 3 red candles, green. So we have 3 red candles here. I was expecting a green. We have a gap down in favor of the buyers. You understand? So, but I needed that margin of safety to go with the buyers, but that did not happen. So it can. I don't expect it to happen again right now. The markets, the sellers may just push through the market and come down here. Before they will come down here now, can take the trade. I really want one more very good trade, just like the previous one I found. Okay. Okay, this seems like the only decent. Okay, you can see now the buyers are coming in. But I don't think these buyers will be strong enough. These sellers are determined to push the price down. But this is going to be a very good opportunity down here. Okay, let's see. I'm waiting patiently for this. Waiting for a very good entry is not easy, but this is going to be a very good entry for us down here. Down here is a very good place for us to take the trade. Here is a very good place for us. So we just have to wait for it. Well, no problem, guys. I'm kind of out of time now, but let's just still see if we can just take another trade. I'll remove all the other markets from the favorites. And in fact, let's change markets this time around. Oh, this should be a good, but because it's a trend and we're against, I don't want to go against the trend. That would have been a lovely sell setup, but we have a supply up here. Let me see. I wanted to take the trade above this round number, but I was very skeptical about it. Though we have this red green pattern, that was one of the major reasons. Red green, red green, red green, red. You're expecting a green right now. You know what? Let's take this trade. If it comes to another round number, that would be a very good opportunity for us. Though some people would have taken it here, but under this round number is a good place to enter. I'm expecting a green candle. Under this roundabout will be a very good place to take the trade. Yes, here. I'm expecting a pullback. So this is like the better way to. Sorry, guys. Okay, cool. This is a cool trade. And now let me explain this trade quickly for anybody who's wondering what's happening. Over here, look at this area. This is a demand area, but not just it's not just a demand area actually, it's also a common point of rejection. And you know, I told you that I didn't want to take this trade above here the other time because it's against the trend. So we have this uptrend. So anytime you have an uptrend and you can see that the market is going up, you want to go with the buyers basically so that you don't go against the trend. You understand? But I noticed that down here right now, we have the buyers rejecting the price to the upside. So over here, I was expecting that the buyers will give us a push to the upside here. That's why I took the trade. Also, it's a common point of rejection. And also, we have a round number here. This 24.02000. So we have this with 2 zeros. We can also go with the buyers again. We have red green pattern also. So it's the reason why I took this trade. Look at this. We have this green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green. You understand? So I was expecting the buyers to come in. Now that's one of the reasons why I took this trade also. You understand? But look at this. We have a gap down in favor of the buyers too. You understand? So also this area, apart from the fact that this area is a demand area, this area was also a demand area previously, and it's not broken yet. So if it's not broken yet, I believe we still have some buyers that can give us a green candle, or at least that can reject the price to the upside enough for us to take a very good trade. You understand? So this area is also a demand area. Let's just wait for it. Then I'll mark it properly. So 6 seconds. Let's see. I'm praying it doesn't jump to the downside because sometimes those kind of crazy jumps happen. So look at this now. This is another demand area down here. You understand? So guys, my time is fast spent now. I have to get going. I'm so sorry that the comment section did not work. You understand? I'm so sorry. You understand? But I didn't want to like restart the session again. It's going to be somehow, restarting and having everybody to reconnect. But don't worry, we'll be working on our network by God's grace. It's been like that since all evening. You get this. But thank you so much for joining, guys. Thank you so much. Now, if you want to join the Barter-Pro mentorship, please go ahead and click the Telegram channel link in the description. Barter-Pro mentorship is where I take my students one-on-one, where I teach them. You understand? I help them through this trading journey. You understand? And this how I explain. I break it down to the very, very bits. Yeah, I break things down to the simplest atoms so that the students can understand and they can gain extreme knowledge in the markets. So thank you so much for joining. Just click the subscribe button if you have not already, and click the Telegram channel link. You understand? And send me a message on Telegram if you're interested in joining Barter-Pro mentorship. Thank you so much for joining, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.